Okay, this is my Apple 800K external drive. It's model number M0131. So today I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take a look inside. I bought this on eBay, and when I received it, it worked fine. And it ejected the disk fine. It seemed to be in good working order. But I learned about cleaning it, servicing it online, watching some videos on YouTube. I also learned that this little guy, this gear here in the motor that actually helps spit the disc out, is known and very common to break, chip away. I don't know if you can see the teeth on it. How do we get it to focus? Um, anyway, I opened it up and I found that it was, of course, worn out. So I bought some new ones on eBay for I think just under 20 bucks. I believe they were 3D printed. They look just like this. They're about all the teeth match up just fine. Obviously, they're a different color, but I've already replaced it, and so I'm making this video just to see if I can troubleshoot it because now, after putting it back together, um, it doesn't seem to want to spit the disc out. It doesn't want to move or anything. Where before I replaced it, uh, it would it would eject the disc perfectly, except for it would stutter for just a second because some of the teeth on that gear uh, missing. So the first thing I do when opening this, obviously you just start with the outside screws here. Better head. So this comes off real easily. I want you to just note, take a look at this. Um, when putting this back together, sometimes you, myself included, wanted to put this here. But what you actually want to do is keep this smaller part in that plastic slot. Otherwise, the cover won't reconnect correctly. Um, Next thing you want to do is disconnect this cord here. It's real easy. Just give a gentle wiggling motion and a pull, and it comes right out. Switch out my bits here. All right, take out this screw. It's just one screw. And this little spring operated, before I go any further, these screws here, the first ones I took out, um, I just like to keep them inside whatever I deal with. I keep that separate just so I know where everything goes. So this screw came out of here, and basically this little clip doesn't sandwich. You can see that. Let's see. It doesn't sandwich right there. It sits on top when you put it back together. Took me a second to realize that when I was reassembling it the first time. All right. And then next you've got these two screws right here. Keep this screw with the cord. Okay, this comes out real easy. All right. just like the other case, the other part of the case, I just put those screws in there just so I know where they go in we put it all back together. All right, so next there are 4 screws, 2 there and 2 here. Real easy. By the way, this external drive that I have, it's one of 2 that I bought for my Macintosh Plus. My Macintosh Plus was originally built as a 512K, and when the first owner bought it from the retailer, they had it upgraded to a Macintosh Plus. So the retailer, before they let it leave the shelf, they did all the necessary internal upgrades uh, to make it on par with what manufactured Macintosh Plus would be. All right, so after you get those 4 screws out, this just slides right out. I usually just give a little push from the back. Slides real easy. Okay, just put this aside for now. These screws I will keep with it, just to keep everything simple. All right, shouldn't have to do anything on the bottom. Just be careful touching it. So this disc is the last one I put in there. I really shouldn't let this expose to light, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to manually eject it. This little push bar right here. All right, that's what it should do. Everything is lubricated and well oiled. Everything mechanically works. There's something electrical that's not correct. I don't know if it was when I was reassembling it, if I did something wrong, but I'm just gonna play around with it, open it up. This is the motor here where that gear goes in. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm just gonna try and play around with this and see if I can figure out anything obvious. I'm not an electronics expert whatsoever. I kind of just I just got into this hobby of vintage computers probably 6 months ago. So I'm learning as I go. I'll leave links to the YouTube channels that I use to learn some of this stuff. So the next 2 screws to get to the motor, probably the electrical box here, is going to be right here. You can't see that. There we go. Right here and right here. Just 2 screws. Although I think the first time I took this apart, I removed this chassis here. So I'm going to do that instead. What I did, let me get my tweezers here. Okay. So to remove this catch, whatever the heck you want to call it, you want to remove this little delicate spring right here. I apologize, I don't have any sort of magnification. A lot of people make these videos with like a digital microscope. I don't really have one of those right now. But what you can do is, if you can find an electronics like repair kit, they usually come in with these really sharp, pointy tweezers here. And you want to get the bottom of this little hook right here. I'm going to turn autofocus on. Hold on. All right. Hopefully this is a little better. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now I got autofocus on. You can see right here. I think I can do it while I'm holding it, but you want to just lift this off. It's real easy. It's kind of delicate, but like I said, if you get these pointy tweezers, it makes it really easy. They come in a lot of electronics repair kits. Okay. So maybe I can do it while showing you. Yeah. And just like that, you can leave it. You can leave it just sitting right there for now, and then just do the same thing to the side. Uh, Focus, baby. I get it from this side. There we go. See, that one slipped out of it and it still didn't really go anywhere, so you don't have to worry about it flying away. It's attached to here pretty well. All right. All right, the next thing you want to do is to release the catch. All you got to do is push this little lever right here forward and it releases it. I'll show you that again. This little part right here. Push that. And it sets it down on the platform. All right. And next, what you want to do is this little plastic piece right here. What you want to do is just gently take your fingernail and lift up this little part right here, this little tooth. Oh man, I'm not good with camera work, but hopefully you can see that. I'll just try and demonstrate it with my fingernail. So lift it up and then slide it forward. It pops right out. What that was doing was that little plastic thing helps lift this optical little piece here. This actually reads the disc into there. Don't touch the lens, but all it does is lift that up and down when you put a floppy disk in there. So that's the piece right there. It goes in with this little, I don't know if you can see this little, there you go, that little tooth sticking up. That has to be facing up when it's sitting in the drive. There. All right, and then this should lift out. Really easy. You just gotta finagle it, and it just comes right out. So, like I said, I've already lubricated this. I put new grease and everything on it, and everything is just super smooth. So now let's take out this electrical box right here. Get a better angle. There we go. It's good to have like one of these miniature screwdriver sets. They're pretty good. I think they're like under 20 bucks. And this one's actually magnetic, so it can, pick up screws easily. So this electrical box, just be gentle with it. It's not too fragile, but just don't yank it out. What you want to do is lift it up, and when it gets about to there, just lift straight up from there. And then it's attached by that little box right there. You can kind of just gently pull that. All right. This is going to be difficult to film. Let's see if I can better view on this. All right. Here on the bottom of it, there are 3 screws we got to take out. These 3 right here. Some people had these little plastic teeth. They would break. Come on. There we go. Mine didn't. So, like I said, this drive is in really good condition. So, anyway, let's open this up for you. Come on, this one's being stubborn. These screws are really easy to lose. Keep those somewhere safe. Okay. Oh, here's the gearbox. Um, hmm. Yeah, there we go. So you can see that bluish color one. That's the one I replaced. Everything is touching everything that it should be. I don't see anything broken here. Nothing that I can really tell. Uh, Soldering. It looks okay. Again, I'm not a soldering expert. I don't think I've ever soldered anything really important, not since high school. So in that realm, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I still got to learn how to do that. Basically, all I'm doing is just looking for anything that's really obvious. Something's broken or burnt or something. I need to find a reason why it's not even activating the motor to push the disc out. In other words, it's not struggling to push it out. It's just there's no electrical connection to start it up when I push eject on the computer. So just taking a look around it. See, I can. This would come out normally, but you got to remove these little discs. They're a pain in the butt, so I'm not even going to deal with that right now. But these two cards here, little plastic circuit board looking things, those were kind of a pain in the butt. They weren't a pain in the butt to get out, but they're really delicate. Seems like they could bend easily. Um, but yeah, that's how I got down to the motor. I thought for someone who's I don't really do that. Like I said, I just got into this hobby. I think I thought it was pretty easy to get down to this part here. It's really simple. As long as you just keep everything organized, like I said, in different trays. As you go, I took pictures with my phone for everything that it did. Um, but yeah, that's how you take it apart.